Hello fellow viewers. It is I, the protagonist, from that one series that'll never get finished. I am currently running from the law, but since I'm an ex-teacher, I feel obligated to educate you all about the troubles of Somalia. Currently, Somalia is facing the worst episodes of food insecurity seen in decades, with an estimated 7.8 million people severely affected by the drought due to unprecedented impacts of multiple failed rainy seasons and soaring food prices that have created a perfect storm of a humanitarian crisis.
Oi. Stop right there. This is the police.
Oops, sorry. The cops are just a nuisance sometimes. Anyway. The leading cause of food insecurity is poverty, increasing population, drought, etc. These causes in food insecurity affect the population in the form of malnutrition, vulnerability and stunted children. The solutions for these problems in food insecurity are awareness, decrease food waste and donations, etc.
Oh no. They got Joe.
Excuse me. I need to move to someplace else. Okay, I think I should be good here for a while. Back to education. We will be using an important factors about this topic known as SHIEPT. SHIEPT stands for social, historic, environmental, economic, political, and technological. Now I'll inform you with one factor from the 5 in SHIEPT. Starting with the social factors, of course. A whopping 1 million people have been displaced in search of food and water. The food crisis in Somalia is the result of rapid shifts from drought to flooding, as well as violence and conflict. Consecutive years of poor rains and harvests have decimated crops across Somalia, South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Kenya. Sadly, in recent history, Somalia was devastated by a 2-year drought, which caused reduced harvests, food inflation and a steep drop in labor demand and household incomes. The country had already been suffering from high levels of malnutrition and child mortality, but the drought skyrocketed numbers even further. Sounds very troubling, I know. But you have heard the least of it. Have you heard of climate change? Climate change can affect food availability, access, utilization, and the stability of each of these over time. Constrictions at any point can lead to food insecurity through the activities of the food system, including food production, transportation, and storage. Delving into the economic factors. Nearly 7 of 10 Somalis live in poverty, making Somalia one of the poorest countries in sub-Saharan Africa. About 69% of the population lived in poverty in 2017. And no, the number does not excuse it from being terrible. No matter how nice that God-forsaken number is.
Come on, protagonist, follow my lead.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure there is no interruptions here now. Anyway. Conflict is the most significant single cause of hunger, with most food insecurity attributable to it. Worldwide rivalries and altercations lead to disruptions in local food production, particularly in areas like West Africa, where the global crisis impacts are disproportionately felt. And finally, for technological factors. Land is fixed and Somalia is a small country with persistent drought. Adopting mechanized farming with HYV seeds and use of pesticides and insecticides can make the country more food secure. There are no seminars and awareness programs for the uneducated farmers to increase the output from their land. Water recycling and water harvesting together with sprinkler and drip irrigation can be practiced. Thank you all for your attention and I hope you've learned something.